Ever wonder what happens when a water-dwelling prankster from ancient Japan meets a blood-sucking enigma from modern-day Latin America? We're diving deep into the digital clash of two legendary beasts. The internet isn't just for cat videos anymore. It's a vast playground where old myths get new lives, and new legends are born every single day. Today, we're pitting two incredible, yet wildly different, mythical creatures against each other, the Kappa, a mischievous river spirit from Japanese folklore, and the Chupacabra, Latin America's infamous goat-sucker. These two might be worlds apart in terms of geography and cultural origin, but in the digital realm, they both reign supreme, each captivating millions with their unique brand of mystery and mayhem. Get ready to explore their strange origins, their weird habits, and how they've each carved out their own fascinating corners of the internet. This isn't just about comparing beasts, it's about seeing how the digital age transforms folklore. Let's kick things off by dipping our toes into the waters of Japanese folklore to meet the Kappa. This creature isn't just an old tale, it's a deeply ingrained part of Japan's ancient stories, typically found lurking in rivers, lakes, and ponds. Imagine a humanoid turtle hybrid, roughly the size of a child, with greenish, scaly skin, a beak-like mouth, and a shell on its back. But its most distinctive and frankly, its most bizarre feature, is a plate-like indentation on top of its head. This isn't just a fashion choice, this plate holds water, and it's the source of the Kappa's power. If that water spills, the Kappa becomes weak, vulnerable, and pretty much helpless. These critters aren't exactly friendly neighborhood creatures. They're notorious for being mischievous tricksters, but their pranks can quickly turn dangerous. Kappas are known for trying to drag unsuspecting humans, especially children, into the water to drown them or, in some darker tales, to feast on their internal organs. Not exactly the kind of neighbor you want borrowing a cup of sugar, right? But here's where it gets interesting, Kappas are also surprisingly polite and can even be honorable. If you bow to a Kappa, it might feel compelled to bow back, spilling its precious headwater and rendering itself powerless. You can even challenge a Kappa to a sumo wrestling match, and if you win, it might teach you some medical secrets. Who knew ancient Japanese folklore had its own version of a weird wrestling game show? Now, despite their menacing reputation, Kappas aren't invincible. Besides their head plate weakness, they have a surprisingly adorable Achilles heel, a deep, undeniable love for cucumbers. Yes, cucumbers. Fishermen in Japan traditionally offer cucumbers with their names carved into them as a way to appease Kappas and ensure safe passage through their watery territories. It's a bizarre detail that adds a dash of humor to an otherwise terrifying creature. So, next time you're near a Japanese river, maybe pack a cucumber or two, just in case. Now, let's jet across the globe from ancient Japanese rivers to the sun-baked landscapes of Latin America, where we find a creature of a completely different stripe, the Chupacabra. Unlike the Kappa, which has roots stretching back centuries, the Chupacabra is a relative newcomer to the cryptid scene, exploding onto the world stage in the mid-1990s. The name itself, Chupacabra, literally means goat-sucker in Spanish, which pretty much tells you everything you need to know about its alleged modus operandi. The Chupacabra first made headlines in Puerto Rico in 1995 when farmers reported a series of bizarre attacks on their livestock. Animals, primarily goats, were found dead, completely drained of blood, with no obvious struggle marks, just two distinct puncture wounds on their necks. This wasn't your average predator, this was something new, something terrifying. The stories quickly spread like wildfire, fueling fear and fascination across Latin America and eventually, the entire world. What makes the Chupacabra particularly intriguing is the wild inconsistency in its physical descriptions. Witnesses describe everything from a small, reptilian creature with spikes running down its back, glowing red eyes, and a hopping gait almost alien-like, to a hairless, dog-like beast with leathery skin, fierce claws, and prominent fangs. Some accounts even suggest a kangaroo-like appearance. This vast array of descriptions has only deepened the mystery, making it incredibly difficult for anyone to pinpoint exactly what people are seeing. Is it one creature? Multiple creatures? A misunderstanding? Nobody truly knows, and that's precisely what makes the legend so sticky. Naturally, with such a mysterious and terrifying beast on the loose, theories about its origins began to multiply. Some may believe the Chupacabra is the result of genetic mutations, perhaps an animal that escaped from a secret government experiment. Others lean towards a more otherworldly explanation, suggesting it's an extraterrestrial being or even a pet left behind by visiting aliens. Regardless of the theory, the Chupacabra represents the ultimate enigma, a phantom predator that continues to haunt the imaginations of millions, leaving a trail of bloodless livestock and unanswered questions in its wake. So, we have a water-dwelling prankster that loves cucumbers and an alien dog-reptile hybrid that trains goats. How do these two distinct creatures fare in the wild, wild west of the internet? This is where their stories truly take a fascinating turn, evolving far beyond their original folklore. The Kappa, with its incredibly distinct visual representation, that iconic headplate and turtle-like body, found an incredibly welcoming home online. It was practically made for the digital age. Its quirks, its mischievous nature, and its unique appearance made it a perfect fit for Japanese pop culture, integrating seamlessly into anime, manga, and video games. Think about it, a creature that demands politeness, loves cucumbers, and can be challenged to sumo. Its goal. The Kappa quickly became a recognizable character, often associated with water-based themes, but also portrayed as a quirky friend, a funny enemy, or even a cute sidekick. You'll find Kappas in countless memes, fan art, and games, from Pokemon-esque creatures to full-blown character roles. Its cultural relevance isn't just enduring, it's constantly being reinvented and celebrated through digital art and storytelling, showing just how adaptable an ancient myth can be when given a new canvas. The internet helped transform a dangerous river spirit into something almost endearing. Fan found its niche not in cute cartoons, but in the darker corners of the internet, conspiracy theories and paranormal investigations. Its lack of a definitive form, its modern emergence, and the terrifying nature of its alleged attacks made it a magnet for those drawn to the unexplained. The internet became a breeding ground for discussions, debates, and evidence of its existence. Countless websites and forums popped up, dedicated to sharing alleged sightings, analyzing grainy photos, dissecting theories, and debating whether it's a mutated coyote, an escaped experiment, or something truly alien. Every blurry photo or inconclusive video clip fuels more speculation, more belief, and more dedicated followers. The Chupacabra has become a potent symbol of the unknown, a modern mystery that thrives on the constant flow of new information or misinformation that the internet provides. It captivates those who love a good puzzle, especially one with a terrifying, blood-draining twist. Ultimately, the battle for internet supremacy between the Kappa and the Chupacabra isn't really a fight to the death. It's a fascinating study in how different types of myths adapt and thrive in the digital age. Both creatures continue to evolve and reshape themselves through their online communities. The Kappa, with its visual appeal and playful nature, consistently gains new interpretations and fresh integrations into pop culture, becoming more diverse and beloved. The Chupacabra, fueled by its mystery and fear, sees its narrative branch into increasingly complex and sometimes outlandish hypotheses, continually challenging our understanding of what might be lurking just beyond our sight. It's clear that both these legendary beings have carved out incredibly unique and successful niches in the realm of online mythology. The Kappa wins the hearts of pop culture enthusiasts with its endearing quirks and iconic look, while the Chupacabra captures the imaginations of cryptid fans and conspiracy theorists with its terrifying enigma and persistent mystery. The internet provides an endless stage for both, proving that even the oldest or newest legends can find a vibrant new life in the digital world. Want to see more creatures duke it out in the digital arena? Click here to watch our next legendary showdown.